This is exactly how you're going to become profitable trading using the 4Q system. And this 4Q system works whether it's Forex, stock options, whatever type of market you're trading, whether it's long-term day trading or swing trading. The 4Q system is a method of trading that works for any level of trader, experienced or beginner. So first is going to start off with the learn phase of trading. And this learn phase of trading is going to be you learning whatever strategy you want to learn, whether it's going to be break and retest trading, smart money concepts, simply trading indicators and waiting for a move to happen, or whether you want to be a breakout trader and trade news events like Jerome Powell raising interest rates, or for indicators, looking at a MACD cross in a certain volume level. Whatever your strategy is, understand that all four of these systems can work. Don't ever let another trader make you think that only smart money concepts works, or only break and retest works, or only using indicators works. Because at the end of the day, every single strategy works as long as you follow this system. So first phase is to learn. And that learn phase can be anywhere from about 3 to 12 months. Right? So just like you go to school to learn, just like you go anywhere else to learn, the same thing should be done with trading, because this is a skill that you're going to use for the rest of your life. So pick a strategy and learn it. My advice to everybody that's wanting to pick a strategy is don't get too caught up in the different types of trading, whether you're going to go for break and retest, smart money concepts, indicators, or news. Instead, find out what type of trader you are. So if you're more so of a swing trader, then pick a strategy that's more so complementary to that style. If you want to be trading more often, then possibly you want to be a break and retest or a smart money concepts trader that's trading on a lower time frame. Regardless, I would just pick the strategy that works best for your personality. And then from there, follow this 3 to 12 month process of just learning and not trying to make money. And that will accomplish the first quadrant of this 4Q system. Next, we're going to look at the testing phase. And the testing phase is arguably one of the most important phases, because once you have learned your strategy, whether it's any of these four or even more, and you spent the necessary time to learn it, now we're going to have to test it. So first is going to come with back testing. And all back testing looks like is going to whatever trading terminal you use and looking at the charts months and months before, right? So this could be 6 months in the past, a year in the past, and without looking at what's going to happen, you're going to just be marking up the charts as the chart goes by and identifying every single spot you would have taken a trade at. But it's very important not to look at the data beforehand, because you don't want to bias your back testing results. And back testing, it only serves so you know whether or not it works. So if your back test results are just terrible, then automatically that should let you know that maybe the strategy is not the best to use, or maybe I need to go back over, right, to phase 1 of the 4Q and learn some more, because you might have rushed this process. Or maybe this style of trading doesn't work. Maybe you're not great at trading news and you want to go over to a break and retest system or a smart money concept system. That's why the learn phase is so important, and being able to back test it to understand, does this strategy work in a market, is also important. And once you back tested it and you've gotten some pretty good results, then you must forward test your results. This is incredibly important. This is going to be forward testing your results in a live market. Because it's amazing how when you're back testing it, things can work incredibly well. Your strategy can be incredibly profitable. You've already told your boss that you're working there only for another month before you quit. But then right when you start forward testing it, it looks like all of those results just went out the window. And that's because of the third step that most traders miss, which is going to be psychology. So with psychology, it's so important that I couldn't fit everything in here. So we're going to go down and look at what psychology is. So a lot of traders, they're going to hesitate before making a trade, right? This is that moment where it's time to execute your trade. It's time to go. But for some reason, you're hesitating. You don't take the trade. You end up getting a risk to reward that's much worse than you should have gotten simply because you were waiting to place the trade, right? Because you were hesitating for whatever reason. Another psychology issue is holding on to losers and cutting the winners too soon. That's something that's detrimental to trading, along with, of course, over trading. And this can be if somebody has a losing trade at the beginning of the day and they want to make it back. So they keep trading. And this is going to cause you to start taking positions that are not good for your account. These are positions that you should not take, which is not complementary to your strategy. You're just trying to make money. And this is when you become a gambler rather than a trader. And then another common one is positions too big or too small. So oftentimes, whenever somebody hits a win first thing in the morning, they're going to want to place another trade, but place a big position on that trade because they're already feeling good. They're already up. They want to place a big position. Or contrary to that, somebody may have had a loss and they want to make their money back quickly. So they're going to put a position size on that is way too big for their account, hoping that this next trade will bring them over into the profitable side for the day. And on the other hand, you also have position sizes too small. So this is if you are scared to lose money. This is if you're not confident in your strategy, your size is going to be too small. All of these things, right? All of these 4 points, and even more than this, but just 4 for this example, these are all going to affect the learning stage and the testing phase. Because if your psychology isn't good, right? If you suffer from any one of these 4 issues down here, your results are not going to match up to your back testing results. And the reason why a lot of traders get incredible back testing results, however, their forward testing results are just terrible, is because their psychology isn't good. And understand that very slight differences, right? So if you possess any one of these 4 things, it will drastically change your trade, right? Because if you are holding losers and cutting winners too often, that's going to affect your numbers over the long run. Because understand that as traders, we don't care about what happens in the next trade, right? Because just for example purposes, let's say you have a 60% win rate, right? So that means you're going to win 6 trades. And that means you're going to lose 4 trades. So this is 60%, but you don't know which of these 10 trades that you're taking, you don't know which ones are going to be winners or which ones are going to be losers. You just know that out of 10 trades, you're going to win approximately 6. That's why you should never care on a trade by trade basis which trades are going to win or which trades are going to lose, because it's totally random, right? You just know based off your strategy that you learned for 3 to 12 months and then back test it and then forward test it that your strategy has a X% win rate. And in order to achieve that win rate, you have to execute the strategy that you learned from over here flawlessly. And that means not letting the psychological aspect get in the way of you just trading your strategy. So hesitations are so important when it comes to trading, not hesitating, because if you hesitate, now a trade that should have been a 1 to 5 risk reward is now going to be a 1 to 2 because you let price go up so far until you finally felt comfortable taking the trade. But that's not your strategy, right? But hesitation makes you have a worse risk to reward, which is going to ultimately mess up your back testing results and your forward testing results because you're not getting the proper profit that you should be on a trade by trade basis. And that's the same with holding losers and holding winners. So now your winners are not as big as they were when you tested them, right? And your losers are far bigger than they were, again, when you tested them. And that's going to affect your numbers drastically. And that's going to make a profitable strategy that you learned and tested, it's going to make it unprofitable in the long run. So there's a lot of different ways that you can overcome this psychological aspect. And there's going to be a lot of videos on this channel that you guys can go check out to understand how to overcome the psychological aspect. I trade an algorithm, and my algorithm allows me to be able to take all of these psychological issues out the equation because I have an algorithm trading for me. So there's no human emotion, there's no hesitation, no holding losers or big positions or anything like that. And that allows me to be able to achieve these consistent results, not only in my forward and back testing, but also when it comes to step 4, which is the earn phase. So the earn phase is going to be the actual live market trading. So this is not going to be forward testing with a demo account, but this is going to be live trading with money. And this is the phase where a lot of traders want to get to ultimately, which is the earn phase, because this is where you're going to be making your money. However, if you don't follow steps 1, 2, and 3, then your 4th phase, which is your earn phase, you're not going to be earning at all. In fact, it's going to be a lose phase. And that's simply because you didn't follow the other 4 steps it takes to become profitable in the market. Everyone, I hope this helps. Follow for more content just like this.